Okay, this guy walks into a Catholic church. And he sits down at one of the pews and he says a prayer and he leans back up and one of the priests sticks his head out of the confessional door and he says, Hey, come here a minute, come here. Hey, listen, I'm all backed up in my confessions and I've really got to take a shit. So what I want you to do is just step in here and cover for me real quick, and there's a list right over here of everything you're supposed to say when the people make their confessions. The guy's like, okay, no problem. So the substitute priest goes in there and the priest takes off, and the first guy comes in and says, Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. And the substitute priest says, okay, well, what was your sin? And the guy says, I smoked a joint. So he looks over at the list and it says drug use. Okay, I want you to say 2 Hail Marys. He says, okay, thank you, Father. Second guy comes in. He says, Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. And the substitute priest says, okay, well, what was your sin? And the guy says, well, last night I got drunk and hired a hooker. So he looks on the list and he finds it and he says, okay, I want you to say 7 Hail Marys. It's like, okay, no problem. And he goes out. And this lady comes in and sits down and she says, Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. And the substitute priest says, okay, well, what was your sin? And the lady says, last night I gave a man a blowjob. And he looks on the list and he doesn't see blowjob on there and he thinks, what do I do? So he looks on the list again and he doesn't see oral sex. So he sticks his head out of the side confessional door and he looks at an altar boy and he says, Hey, come here a minute. What does the priest usually give for a blowjob? Altar boy looks at him and he says, usually 2 Snickers, but I'll do it for a caramel Twix and a Mountain Dew.